Okay, so sometimes I film a video and it's super clear for me what I want to say. And this is not one of these videos. I just felt I want to let the camera run and say a few words about how we approach things here at the school. Also because there was a recent change in how I want to approach things. After some experimentation, how to do it, and I sort of remembered what I did through the years and what has felt most powerful. And I think I first was a bit hesitant to do this sort of approach because it's a bit unusual for many people. Because I observed that autonomy and being responsible for yourself is not always easy for everyone. And often we need very clear, or we want very clear structure about what to do. But I now feel that I don't want to go too much into this anymore here. I want to be too strict, too hard with structures. But actually rebalance this need of the people that is, I think, educated also from society. And in a way it is ironic to call this place a school, because the normal school where people went, like as young people, has most likely uneducated people to be self-responsible about what to do. Because in school you have a super strict curriculum about when what is happening, what you need to do, what you need to learn, what you need to achieve. And I feel that people are coming with this idea from how they learn things are done in our society in school. And I don't think it's actually so great for our society, this sort of way. So what I want to offer is much more style of not a teacher, but you could say a mentor. Whatever word you use is always like how you use the words, and some people will use the word teacher like this and mentor like this and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. So I try to just be a bit more specific without caring too much about the words. What I mean is to have some people around that have experience with certain things and that can help you on this path, on the things that you want to do. People that are around, that you can ask, and also that ask things to you, that help you, that provide you help when you're stuck, but at the same time that do not force feed you with all the answers or curriculum or ideologies. But keep you also in a way self-responsible. Which means the schedule here is relatively open. And ideally, here the days in the school are without looking at the clock. Which is something we can do if everyone here is just around and there's no need to go anywhere else to have any appointments and so on. So it's a way to settle down also. For a while. And not always have appointments here and there, and at 3 you need to be there, and at 5 this is happening. All this 10,000 things that we have scheduled nowadays, and all this need to always look at the clock, and everything is by the clock, which is necessary if you communicate with people that are not around, that you don't face, that are not in hearing distance. But if everything is around here in close distance, you don't really need the clock actually. Just wake up at some point and start to do stuff. And at some point it turns dark and then you go to bed. So you take the time for the things that you do that they need, because very often we don't take the time for the things that they actually need, because we pre-schedule how long something is supposed to need. And sometimes we might schedule too much time. I think this is something that happens a lot to people that work in an office where they're supposed to be there for 8 hours, but after 6 hours they're already finished with their work, and then they just sit around for 2 more hours. But it also happens a lot the other way around, that we actually need much more time of also uninterrupted time. But then we need to go somewhere else, some appointment somewhere. So I want to get rid of the clock here. No clocks. And I want to also get rid of the idea that you always need someone to tell you what to do. I think it's much more powerful if this is a place where people come with some excitement and they want to do things, and we are here to help, whatever it is. If you want to learn more about physicality, how to stay healthy, how to move better, how to be here in the garden and do stuff, working with the hands, meditation, thinking. All these things that we call physical and cognitive practices. So in a way it's a relaxed place, not a place of force. But it's rebalancing this hierarchical society where you always feel you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to become better here, you have to achieve this, you have to do something to be allowed to exist. To stop from this, take a break from this, and to get into a different rhythm, different speed. more slow, more feeling what is now happening, what do I want to do, what's coming out of me. Instead of having these voices of the other people in society in me tell me, you need to do that and that and that and blah, 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 blah. Stop the rushing. I think like this is something that is very powerful on a very fundamental level, and it doesn't become so much about the skills, but about a certain feeling of how to live and how to be.